Hi, this is Dr. Lawrence Tam from Drive Your Practice. You'll see behind me, I'm actually in Toronto right now. Actually, let's pen out. Let's go. There's the CN Tower, and it's right here on the harbor front. It's actually a beautiful morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and there's the. I wanted to show you this area here, right here. That's the actual airport for the Toronto Centre Island Airport. It's not the major airport, of course. We're not that small. Toronto Airport's obviously pretty big, but you can sort of see the planes taking off right there. This airport is where I landed from New Jersey. I was spending some time, had breakfast with Gentepo, got on the plane right there in New Jersey, and they flew direct to downtown Toronto. And it's kind of funny because this passage right here is pretty much the shortest ferry ride you can ever imagine. You land on the island and you take probably a 2-minute ferry ride across to Toronto, and you're right downtown core. But anyways, my point of this video is not to really show you around Toronto, but more importantly to talk a little bit about something that people have been asking me. I travel a lot internationally as well, and because of the travel, oftentimes people say, do you get jet lag? And I don't know if it's because I've been doing a lot of traveling and you get to get used to it, but my jet lag is actually quite minimum. It's you get a bit of tiredness on certain times, so it's mostly just in the mornings when I get up. I got up at 5:30 this morning and I couldn't fall back asleep, so I decided I might as well go for a run. So that's why I'm out here and filming this video. And I thought, what, it's probably something that a lot of people kind of want to know. How do you get over jet lag, or how do you reduce the amount of jet lag that you get? Well, jet lag is going to happen no matter what. So here's a couple of key tips I've actually used to help you, but it's actually a lot of good tips that actually helps you in your practice as well. So let me explain. So one of the key things about jet lag or flying is that when you get on a plane, you want to make sure you automatically set your time into the time zone that you're actually entering. So it's actually future pacing. What happens is that once I get on a plane in Sydney, I'm already changed my time zone to Toronto or New York, wherever I'm going, into that time zone. So what happens is that from that moment on, as the door closes on that airplane, I'm functioning in the time zone that I'm actually going to be in. I'll do the best possible way to really kind of get my head in that zone. So which means that I try to eat around that time, try to eat in the time zone that I'm going to be in. I'm going to try to sleep in that time zone, and obviously it's not going to work 100%, but it's actually one of the best tricks that you can actually do to your brain to allow them to kind of function. And obviously the other things is actually being out in sunshine. Having sunshine on the other side is really helpful because it just starts to reset that circadian rhythm that you actually have. And thirdly, I don't drink coffee. Try not to get any of that type of stimulants to kind of trick your body into staying awake. It's just allowing your body to kind of adapt to the time zone as quickly as possible. And I find that honestly, I don't get that jet lag that most people get. I get tired at certain times of the day, but by moving around, getting exercise in, getting some routine in is actually really going to be helpful. Now, how does that apply to your practice? You might ask. Well, let me tell you this. How I think it applies to your practice is this: if you want to kind of have a place where you want to be in terms of practice, what you want, the results that you want, the type of practice that you want, here's the couple of key tricks. This is no different than in trying to fight jet lag. What you do is you actually have to future pace yourself to what that would be like, And so what I mean by it, if you want to start seeing 200, 300 a week or something, you have to imagine, I don't care if you've been seeing 50 or 100 a week, you got to imagine what kind of person do you actually have to be in that space, because you can't be seeing 300 when you're as a person who's seeing 50. It just can't happen. But if you can project your mind and who you actually have to become, who do you have to transform, who do you have to become in your mindset, it allows that opportunity for your body to kind of move towards it. And I know you might think it's silly, you might think it's so abstract, but trust me, it's no different than fighting jet lag. It's about placing yourself into the future and placing yourself into that position and what that feels like. It's almost like creating empathy for your clients. It's one of the things I teach in Drive Your Practice is about how do you really get inside your clients, or the patients that you actually take care of? Well, you got to actually understand them, right? You got to know their nightmares. You got to know what they're feeling like, what's going on in their head. If you can't have empathy for what they're going through, you're never going to connect with them. All right, so I just want to make sure that you get that loud and clear, is that if you want the practice of your dreams, you have to kind of imagine yourself and put yourself in that position and start to think, who do I actually have to become? Who do I have to work towards to become that person? And then when you start to look unconsciously and consciously to make those little changes, even 1% changes, move towards that goal, trust me, those your dreams, your results that you want will start to happen. So I hope that it's been helpful. I hope it helps you fight your jet the next time you fly long distance. But more importantly, I hope this helps you in your practice. I'm Dr. Lawrence Tam from Drive Your Practice. I'm here downtown Toronto on a beautiful sunny day, and here on my mastermind 90-day pause that I do. But more importantly, I really hope that you got value from this video. And I'll talk to you next time. Go to driveyourpractice.com to sign up for these related videos. Also, you might want to check out, my friend Dr. Patrick Gentemple's new video series that's coming out this week. Go to www.philosophyformula.com.au. That's philosophyformula.com.au. It's a great 3-video series that is sensational. I really don't care whether you buy the product or not, but more importantly, trust me, you watch those 3 videos, it will shift your mind on how you think about your practice. It will absolutely change mine on the way I think too as well. And I think it'll be helpful no matter what stage in your career you're in. All right, guys, I'm Dr. Lawrence Tan from Drive Your Practice. Take care. Bye-bye.